Okay, guys, so this video is gonna be important, and I've been trying to record this video for the last 1 hour. Okay, so I really would love if you guys would watch the video till the absolute end. That would be very helpful. And the reason behind that is I don't want you guys to take like half-baked knowledge and just exit. I would want you guys to watch it absolutely till the end because I talk random bullshit. Like I talk randomly, and don't mind my hair. Okay, they are bad because I got an opportunity to go drive a CLE today, so I just went there instead of going to the barber. I did come out of my house to go to the barber, but I just went for the drive on the CLE, and it was amazing car. Anyways, let's get back to the video. So I want to explain you this video using a small example. Okay, so this is just an example of a type of trade that I take, where either I go long or I go short. If I would go short, this particular range would be my max profit range, and anything beyond this range would be my max loss range. If the trigger would have been long today, it would have been probably more like anything in this range would have been max loss, and anything in this range would be some profit, some loss, and anything beyond this range would have been max profit, right? So, entirely throughout the day, my brain was like, when it was in this range, my brain was like, okay, if it would have been a short day today, we would have made profit. And because the trade did not trigger today, for some additional reason, like the trade did not trigger, like one of the conditions did not meant, okay, did not happen. And then when the market crossed this range, and generally I don't watch the chart a lot. I i have a chart open on a secondary monitor, and it's just there standing, like sitting there. And I would be passing by, I would just see the chart, what's happening, and then it just pass by. I just try to see that there are not some big small duration movements, like huge movements in small durations. That's all I don't want. Everything else is fine, right? So when this line got crossed, I was really thinking, oh, there's a good move today. I wish it was a long trade was triggered today, and then I would have made so much profit, right? So my brain was, and when market ended over here, and I came back and I watched the like I checked the day end on where the market ended, and I saw, okay, fine, the market ended at 6117. It would have been a max profit day for the short day. Like if the trigger would have been short, and I would have made good money if the trigger would have been short, right? My brain was like, shit, I would have made so much money if the day was short today. And what I'm trying to say by this is that my mind was always thinking about, what if this would have happened? I would have gained this much. What if this would have happened? I would have gained this much. And even though the trade did not even get triggered today, but my brain was always thinking about that trade. Okay. So in these kind of situations, like, it really gets hard to be disciplined, and it really gets hard to be to control your emotions. The way to do it, what I have understood is to, one, keep the control over the trades as far as away from yourself as you can. So try to automate everything out. Like the way right now I have done it is, everything is automated, and I hardly check my PNL throughout the day. I only check it to verify that nothing has gone wrong. Okay. So I would only look at the stop losses and only look at triggers and stuff, that nothing is going wrong, everything is going just fine and smooth. And the other way around is like letting yourself know that anything can happen. Like when you have taken a trade, whether it's a, let's say you've just bought a call option, or you've just longed futures, like if you have good execution, sorry, if you have like average decent execution, you need to be away from the chart. You need to have a target or a stop loss or whatever. And apart from that, you need to be away from the chart. And the reason behind that is, or you need to be away from the desk, is the reason behind that is, you don't really need your emotions to inflect on it. You don't really need them to get heightened up. If everything that you're doing is right, eventually, over time, you will make money, right? If you have a system that you've developed it, and it's logical, and everything that you've thought about it, and the process has been right, eventually you'll make money, and eventually things would go right. And so on a day-to-day basis, you stressing out on the chart, oh please market upar chale ja, it's not going to change anything. Market is not going to behave because you want it to behave in a certain way. You sitting in front of the chart does not change the chart, right? you setting up in front of the price does not change the price. So if you're taking the trade and you cannot do anything about the trade anymore, you're not trading discretionary, you need to get off the floor, you need to get off that place. Okay, because your presence doesn't change anything on that chart. Okay, you need to understand it. It's a very crucial thing that most people don't understand. Whenever I watch my PNL too closely, I feel like, oh, I want to do some this one person color change. I want to do this. I want to take an additional trade. Maybe I want to short an extra put. Maybe want to short an extra call. And that thing in the back of your mind, it really fucks up everything for you. Okay, that is what makes you take those extra trades and be indisciplined. And if you take that extra trade and you are indisciplined, and let's say that trade goes in profit, what's going to happen is few days later, so that day is going to be fine, but few days later you might want to take in one more additional trade, okay, on that day. And the last time you would have said, okay, if this trade would have gone profit, I would never take an extra trade again. But later down the line, you would have this again condition where you would have this inherent confidence, because the last time you were indisciplined, you got rewarded, right? Because again, it's random, so you can get rewarded for taking random trades. The last time you took a random trade, you got rewarded. This time around, what happens is you think about, okay, that I've taken a random trade that worked out, so maybe this time around when I take a random trade, it's also gonna work out. And this time around, let's say when you do it, it doesn't work, you get your ego shattered, and then your mind is like, oh, I should take another extra trade to recover this money, and once I recover this money, I'm never going to take an extra trade. And your mind is going to keep thinking about it like that. The mind is going to keep going in that circles and circles and circles. And if you over leverage yourself in any of those trades, you're fucked. If it goes against you, you are fucked. If it goes even for you and you make a lot of money, you will fuck yourself later down the line. That's the beauty of being indisciplined. It just comes to bite you in your ass later down the line in future. And it's just that thing, I have explained it very well in another video that I made. I would go through that. I was actually going through some of my videos that I made in the past, and around this time of my life, I made some really good videos. You guys should watch them, because I was going through the best time of my life, and I was really documenting everything that I was doing. At this point of time, I was making a lot of money, and then that's why I stopped making money after June, July, because look at my topics, not able to relax, so here is my plan. I was making a crore a month at that time. It was crazy. And as soon as I got into a drawdown, like my videos really changed. And in the middle, I didn't really make videos because that was the best time of my life. Yeah. So yeah, and before that, you could also see like my old videos where I have technically like made some videos, and you would actually see my emotions change eventually over time, across time. Like my emotions have absolutely, like, the change in emotion has been absolutely crazy. It has been insane. Okay, so go through those videos to understand how emotions change across time. Across, like, if you'd see my some of my videos in drawdowns, you'd see that those videos I was quite sad, and the rest of the ones where I was doing really well, I was like always bragging, and I was like, oh, me this, me that, me this, me that. I've always been that way. I mean, I'm a human being, right? So going through those emotions is like the normal thing, the most normal thing. But explaining yourself chances, and then being away from actually doing anything actively on the market, that is what creates edge. If you have a trading, like if you have a setup that works, and then you don't mingle into it, that is what makes you different from someone else who mingles into his trading strategy and then just fucks it up all. Okay, so yeah, that's the thing. The one last topic is about scaling. Okay, and it's about more about patience. I've been being very impatient. Whenever I'm very impatient, I post a lot on Instagram, I post a lot on Twitter. Okay, I get extremely impatient. Okay, and I post random bullshit. Okay, I'm just trying to take my anxiety out. Okay, it has always happened with me, and I think this is happening to me right now because it's been like 2 months, and one of my accounts, 2.5 months, one of my account has not made any money in this 2.5 months. So it made money, lost it, made money, lost it, made money, lost it. And that's really giving me a lot of frustration, because I've been paying like $300, $400 every month just to get the account running, because I because of all the softwares that I bought for it. And every month when it just comes down back to break even, it's like, fuck, why did I try so much? The rest two accounts are decently profitable, but again, it's like, you know, it's still not enough. It's still not crazy thousands of dollars that I thought it would be. I was like, okay, maybe February is gonna be good, and I'm gonna make like $10,000. It's not that. It's hardly profitable, and I'm like, shit, yeah, it's so much what I get in the end. And I'm not in a very huge drawdown or anything like that. I'm just in an average drawdown. But that patience thing, it really sucks you up. It's like, you know, no matter how much you know, that eventually across the year end you will be doing decent, you'll be doing better than what you're doing today. Even after that, even if after you know that, on a day-to-day basis, it can get very frustrating to control yourself. Okay, so yeah, that's basically about patience. But yeah, I think this is it for the video. I'll probably do another video on patience quite deeply, and I'll try to explain what I feel about it. But yeah, this is it for the video.